Hey guys, welcome to another video with the talking hands. So for this one, you're going to be doing an instructional timeline. And that is basically, think about what you see when you buy something from Ikea. And their little pictograms about how to put things together. That's basically what you're creating. You're only doing it in 5 steps. And those 5 steps are done with only pictures, no words. So I'm just going to show you how to lay it out here, and then you can look at the samples of how to go about the actual process. So I've already gone and penciled in. This is a 9x12 sketchbook page I tore out, and I've already penciled in the sizes. I honestly am not concerned if all the squares are exact same size. Mine have measured out about 3 1/4 in height. They're equal, and these width-wise are all a little bit different. But if you go 3 3/4, so 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. You should be able to get actually 6 squares drawn out, but you only need 5. So I'm just going to outline these. So you can better see them. And then you'll see what your end page should look like. Now yours will be a little neater because you'll be doing it on a flat surface, which is a little bit easier for this type of process. You see that one's getting a little close to the edge. So there's 2 squares. And now obviously I can continue down into here. However you lay it out, honestly, is up to you. As long as you have 5 squares that are relatively similar in size. And then I'll just roughly go over what you're going to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to put together an object, or you're going to go through a process. So it could be like planting a plant, doing dishes, putting together a simple object. And you've got to include basic instructions. So what you could do is, now don't use whatever I come up with here. Perhaps you're going to go through the process of writing and mailing a letter, which is something nobody does anymore, right? So you're going to have, I'm going to do it right in pen. You can do it in pencil and clean it up. You're going to want your end result to be very nice and clean. So you're going to need an envelope and a piece of paper and a pen. We'll pretend that's what that is. And then you're going to write the letter. Now obviously you're not going to show all the printing here. And you're going to write the letter, and we'll show the pen in the process here of writing the letter. Then you're going to fold the letter. And you can use little directional arrows to show the folding. Remember, no words. And again, if you do all this in pencil, then afterwards you can go in and clean it up really nicely with your black pens. No color, just straight black pen, simple line, don't worry about too much detail here. Make it as detailed as you feel it needs to look good. So now we have our letter folded, and we're going to put it in the envelope. And then close the envelope, which involves licking it, which isn't COVID friendly. So I guess we'll have to find new ways to seal envelopes using a little sponge or whatever. And then, and this is kind of an A and a B. This could be a 6-part, I guess, and then basically address the envelope for mailing. So that would be a very simplified version of this project. I think you guys can handle a little bit more complexity than that, but off the top of my head, that's what I came up with. So again, step 1, and you can number your steps. Step 1, get your materials ready or have the things together that you need. Step 2, start putting the things together, in this case, putting pen and paper together to write a letter. Step 3, continuation of the process. And that's what step 4 and 5 would be too. Step 5 would be your final end result. So in this case, the end result was the envelope with the letter in it and addressed and ready to go to mail. So 5 steps. Instructional timeline. I'll just write instructions here. All right, keep it relatively simple. As I said, do it in light pencil, do it in those blue pencils that I gave you early in the year. And you can then go over it with your black pen. Outline the boxes and just make it as neat as possible. If you wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way, rather than the space in between, that's fine. You could use the extra little space for little, like if you're not sure how to draw something, do it as a little doodle space. I don't mind seeing that. But otherwise, just the 5 squares, 3 1/4 by 3 3/4 worked out for me. But whatever you guys can work out to get fairly even size boxes, it makes it simpler if the boxes are the same size. And again, no color. Just finished in black pen. And then that will be your project for this week. I'll post a couple samples. I don't have too many samples of this one, but I'll post a couple that are done that are decent enough, and you'll get the idea of where you can go with it. All right, so if you have questions, you know where to email me at my email address, my Gmail, and happy drawing.